Alright, so it's time to take a look at the shortest film in the entire Screamtime Collection. Coming in at just 70 minutes long, we've got In Massacre. And it is by far the worst film in this series that I've seen yet. How can a film so short feel so dragged on? I want to start by talking about the release. So the print and audio in this are awful. I spent most of my time straining to try and figure out what people were saying, and the print quality is muddy, and it's got scratches and flickers all the way throughout. It's clearly a very low grade film print. But I don't really know what I was expecting from a 70-minute long film called In Massacre.
Jesus, does anybody have homes to do it in anymore?
I'm going to sell this car and buy a new old car, maybe a 68 VW convertible. How do you like that?
I like that. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to get a job.
Come on in, Charlie. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is a 1976 slasher film, bit of a stretch there, directed by Stu Segall, no relation to Stephen, and he's mainly known for directing porn. Now the plot is virtually non-existent here. We've got a guy killing people at a drive-through cinema and two cops trying to figure out who the killer is. It's about your lot, really. So what makes this film so bad? Well, the main issue has got to be the pacing. There are lots of long, drawn-out conversation scenes that just lead to dead ends, and the amount of dead ends in this film are infuriating. Also, the killer. I hope you don't mind spoilers about this, by the way. The killer is the guy that you meet right at the beginning of the film who's angry and is obviously the killer. And the kills aren't that interesting, maybe except for the first few at the beginning of the film. And the characters are virtually non-existent. Overall, it makes for a forgettable and dull set.
But then I had my accident.
Well, where is this collection now? Do you have any of it?
Oh, no, Mr. Van Heusen has it. He takes it with him everywhere he goes. I think it's in India.
Mr. Van Heusen's in Hawaii.
It tries its hand at being funny, but it just lands flat on its face. And it also tries its hand at suspense, but it'll probably just put you to sleep, really. The most interesting part that I found was this dude. He plays one of the suspects and another dead end in the plot, but he's played by a guy called George Buck Flower. Now, he co-wrote and produced this mess, but he's in a whole bunch of films that you've probably seen, including a few John Carpenter films like Escape from New York and The Fog. And he's also in a bunch of other famous films like Back to the Future 2, Pumpkinhead and Maniac Cop, just to name a few. He's probably the most enjoyable part of this film, but I got more enjoyment out of researching him than watching this piece of shit.
I'm just gonna wait right here.
I want to quickly mention the ending. I'm sure none of you are going to mind me spoiling the ending for you. So the big twist is that the killer is now on the loose and he's broken through and he's in your drive-in cinema. And you can probably see the issues there. It does come across as pretty pathetic when you just sat comfortably at home watching this on DVD.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the manager. Do not panic. There is a murderer loose in the theater.
Now let's take a look at the case. There's a grammar error right here, no capital letter on teenagers, but the rest of the info is correct. The synopsis really rambles on there. Guess they had no idea what to say about this one. We get another tagline, which is always fun. Also though, the logo is back to being Vault of Horrors again for some reason. The quick aside, they should have included the trailer for this film on the DVD, because it's famous for misspelling the title twice. Shows how much they cared about this one, really, doesn't it? We get nothing new again with the release. No special features again outside of stills, filmographies and chapter select, and we just get a bunch of repeated trailers. Overall then, this was really boring, with few kills and even fewer moments of interest. And the print was abysmal, definitely making this the worst film in the collection so far. If for some reason you want to check it out with better print, then 88 Films have got you covered with a Blu-ray. But if you want my opinion, avoid it. So, awful film this time. Next time might be a little bit better, as we're going to be taking a look at Umberto Lenzi's Eaten Alive.